All right, so we're picking up our discussion of policing and patrol functions and stuff like that. So as we briefly discussed in our last little set of videos, right, police used to have, a lot of responsibilities. At one point, they were in charge of, taking care of homeless populations. They inspected boiler rooms. They were, had like this public service, aspect. And a large reason for that is in the early days of policing, there wasn't really any other government organization that handled it, but the police existed, and that was what one used, right? So you use what you have. And in this case, it was all about getting this problem, right? So making sure that you have police, it was a police service and things like that. And so starting in the 1920s, there was this change in that police only want to be defined about their crime fighting capabilities. So they only want to be judged about how well they commit crime or prevent crime. And so this judgment then, because there is this shift in focus, we know, we no longer looked at police, how well they performed other civil service functions. They're only judged by what they do to stop and prevent crime, right? So when we ask that then, so if we think about police roles then, is this actually true? So we think about police roles, even though we only judge them by their capability to intervene and do crime, we think of their role and function as something different. Because one is obviously, we want them to fight crime, right? That's what we think of them to do. We set them out and say, yes, you should absolutely fight crime, right? We also want them to arrest people or, handle news, or, who are being unruly. We maybe also want them to intervene when necessary. People often call police when they really can't think of any other options. Like, for example, I had a neighbor who has, a whole host of problems, we'll just say that. And, it's one of those things that they probably need some other social services, but the only thing that you can really call is the police. And the police aren't really designed to handle that, right? So we have this aspect, though, but we also call them for that. We also expect them to listen to our complaints. And in that instance, then, if we think about that issue, we have all this stuff. We have them, go and they listen to complaints. We want them to respond. So we want them to be visible and, protect us from wrong. In this case, then, we think of them as being necessary in order to serve and protect us. Okay, so we'll keep this up for a little bit, and we'll continue this in the next